EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Broncos' 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Lock in, lock in. Alert, alert, alert. Slam.
They go play action. Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Get up. 180. Get the ball. Switch. 18. General West.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Shaheen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Broncos nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I'm going to run you over.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
42-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game. Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert, 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 alert. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch twist on Travis.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down here at about the 40. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards into Chicago first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Here's Trubisky. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. This is the tight end Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Trubisky now 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. They'll roll it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now it's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Roger, 5-0. 45. Mike, 45.
Here's Flacco. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Switch up, switch up.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
check. 59, 59. I don't think you got it, son.
Buzz.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Monday.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Danny. Check 59, Mike.
Now it's Flacco, and he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Hamilton, the fourth-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. Around the 20. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On second and 11 now. Flacco going deep here for Matthews. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now on second and 16, Flacco. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Play.
Recon, 132 count.
First down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Trubisky now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Flacco looks to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. They get the penalty yardage back, plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To pass, Flacco. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Fred! Hey! Monday! Here we go!
Flacco finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. plays here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes you give this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
I got you.
Yellow, yellow!
And again, it's Flacco to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Flacco will take to the air again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 more yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, Flacco. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He wants it all for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, buddy, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, this one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
High 7.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Alert! Hey, seam 6.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not right now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit, even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Flacco. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Flacco from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Flacco now on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.